Are the New Line and Paramount Jason movies in separate timelines? Ever since the Friday the 13th franchise stalled with the release of Part 8 Jason Takes Manhattan, and the rights were sold to New Line Cinema, resulting in the release of Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, Jason X, and Jason vs. Freddy, there has always been speculation on where the New Line films stand in the series as a whole. Considering the massive deviations the New Line films have taken from the original series. While on the surface, we still were getting the hockey mask killer of Crystal Lake, but the question is, do the New Line films actually connect to the Paramount ones, or are they a part of their own continuity? My theory is no, they do not. From a production standpoint, when New Line purchased the rights from Paramount, they only purchased the rights to the Jason character, his mother, and his backstory, as well as his iconic look. However, certain things like characters such as Tommy Jarvis and the main title Friday the 13th remained off limits, giving us just Jason movies, not Friday the 13th ones under the New Line banner. This brings us to my theory as to why the timelines are different. In the Paramount films, we see most of Jason's career as a killer take place on screen, especially once he rises from the dead as a supernatural killer. Meaning, at what point could he have encountered Creighton Duke, the bounty hunter with the knowledge in killing the undead Jason for good, who came across Jason when he was a kid, resulting in the death of his girlfriend, causing his vow for revenge? You'd have to think of it in comic book terms, like how both Marvel and DC have multiple Earths that contain alternate versions of the same character you're familiar with. It's the same with the New Line and Paramount films, meaning that while the main Jason we watched through the 80s films was brought back to life through the death curse of Crystal Lake, the New Line Jason could very well be given the Deadite origin, as Adam Marcus has reiterated many times ever since the Book of the Dead appeared in Jason Goes to Hell, giving him unique abilities like being able to regenerate. And while Tommy Jarvis is the Paramount Jason's nemesis who survived Jason 2 times, as well as the copycat killer Roy, the New Line Jason instead had his nemesis in the form of Creighton Duke, who he killed while attempting to kill his niece Jessica and her baby. And also, the last time we see Paramount Jason, he was melted away in Part 8, transforming him back into a kid and completely destroying his mask, while the New Line Jason appears hockey mask and all, with no mention of his time on the SS Lazarus or in New York. Then there's the issue of Diana. The Paramount Jason was an only child, and if the Pamela tapes or comics are to be believed, then Elias was not only killed by Pamela, it's likely that he wasn't Jason's true father to begin with. While the New Line Jason had a sister, and his father truly was Elias, creating the Voorhees bloodline loophole in killing Jason, or fully resurrecting him after having his body destroyed. These are just a few examples of the differences between the two versions, but I'm sure there's plenty more in the films. But overall, that's my theory. Do you agree? Feel free to comment below with any differences you may have noticed, or share your own theories on where the New Line films stand in the franchise. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as well as hitting the notification bell to be alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. And as always, I am JG Darhk, and thanks for watching.